Bayo, but you're on page Ninalowo. Okay. I think I'm on the right page. And I wanted to use the other page, but yeah. Hello. Today, and it's kind of dark. I can try to turn on. Don't worry, I'll on the lamp to make it brighter. I've not been. I go on lamp now. I can turn lamp here. Abby, let me turn lamp, let me on this one too. Is it plugged? Hello. Hello. Yes, Sister Temi Fanny. Hello, darling sister. Happy new month. Happy new month. Oga, it is well with us. So, happy new month. Happy new month. How are we? How are we? Happy new month. I'm late, yes. I am late. Oh, so bad of me. I'm so sorry. I know I'm late. I know. I'm so late. Emma Bino see me. So bad of me. We missed you yesterday. Eh? Sister Debimpe. Sister Bimpe, I was out yesterday. Oh. Eh? Please, do you people see Sister Bimpe's message? I was out yesterday. Oh. I talked yesterday. In fact, I talked on Farida and Demola. No, I was here yesterday, oh sis. Sister Debimpe, it's you that missed out. You missed out. I was out yesterday. I was out for almost, in fact, for over 2 hours, as I would normally do. You're all very welcome. Osai, please. Yesterday, I discovered later that people were commenting. I didn't know. Whilst I was on chat, you know that yesterday's chat was serious. So, me would you? I not look owners of the culture. I not look our face at all. I was serious yesterday. I was too serious, gossip. So I not would you at all. I not would you. I can't see people, they were asking, please, these people swimming. What yesterday was very educated. Yes, darling sister Alice Way. They were asking Osai. One man said, it was typed that these people swimming. What is the reason? Why are they loving your new hair? Yeah, so it's Yettywig. It's Yettywig that I got it from. That's why it's bone straight. It's bone straight. Yes, so I bought it from Yettywig. That's it. Bone straight, you know. Oh my, never knew. Guess I was too. Yes, you were busy, Sister Bimpe. You were busy. We were out yesterday. Oh, I came out. Oh, in fact, it was a very serious gathering. Maybe because I wasn't on the other page, that's why you didn't get to know. You understand? Hello everybody, you are very welcome. Good evening. Good evening everybody, you are very welcome. Good evening. Before anything, let's get updates on our daughter. In fact, if I had tried to, if you know, I intended that I wasn't coming out today, but I felt no, I can't. I have to come out. And I feel tired, me Nikparo. So I stayed on the bed. I'll be staying on the bed to talk what we're going to talk about. I saw two things that got my attention that I felt we should talk about. You understand? Yeah, we should talk about. But let's just get update on our daughter. Um, Oyinda, please, let's get update from Mommy Aluko. Okay? Let's get update from Mommy Aluko. Okay? Somebody have Sister Chidia, don't come out. I beg. I'm out now. Sorry I'm late, sweetheart. I'm sorry. I'm out now, okay? Okay, so hey, did you people see? I'm too okay, there's a bad news. There's another one that I don't know if people will take it as good news or bad news, but another one, so let me start small. Before anything, let's talk about Oyinda. We'll take it one after another. There's a bad news too. Mommy Aluko. She's gone to see the consultant today. They fixed the date for the surgery. It's a major surgery, So it's to be. Let her say it everything, and more receipts are out. More medical receipts. A lot of tests and everything. Hello ma, Emma Binuma. Emma Binu pe, I didn't start me bẹ̀rẹ̀ chat early, so sorry I'm calling so late, ma. Hope you don't mind.
No, ma, no problem.
Okay,
no problem, ma.
okay, Mommy Aluko, please, can you give us comprehensive updates about our daughter? Thank you, ma.
Okay. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, ma.
Thank God for His faithfulness over Oyinda Mola. She's getting better day by day. I mean, physically and emotionally. So today we were able to see the consultant, and then she has been booked for the first surgery, the main surgery that we plan to do. And so she has been booked for 27th of September. So in the process, I now asked the consultant that if they remove this mandible bone, that the place will be compressed, as they have earlier told us. That child will be a bit, and the child will be a bit,
disfigured.
Oh my God.
Disfigured, ma.
The child will be a bit deformed, so to say. Deformed, so to say. So they said yes. And I told them that we want to know, because they told us that there is room for plastic surgery for the bone to be replaced. That is, an implant to be put there. So they now said the implant cannot be put there now because the child is still growing. She's just 10 plus. That we have to wait until the child reaches puberty age.
Okay.
When she starts menstruating, becoming a girl, a real girl. So I now told them that will take a long time. That what about the feelings of this child? That if she's out of the theater and she looks at herself in the mirror, that she may not like it. That is when psychotherapists will come in.
Okay.
That they will have to give her a lot of counsel by a psychotherapist. That to be alive and be deformed is better than dying like that. And there is still hope for her.
Amen.
That the bone can still be replaced in later years. So that is all that we're able to discuss today. And about the surgery, they said you should prepare for 500 to 600,000 naira, plus or minus. So they said the cost for the plastic surgery will be around that time, but around that range. But for now, the child cannot have that plastic surgery done.
Okay.
So that is all we're able to get today. And again, she saw the ENT, the ear, nose, and throat specialist, saw the child today.
Okay.
Because she was discharging from the ears and from the mouth, from the mouth before. So, and she said that the place is paining her. So the ENT specialist asked to see the child. So when she was seen, she was placed on another course of antibiotic.
Okay.
And
so, okay, those are the ones that the receipts are coming out, Abi.
Yes, the pulse was coming from her ears before she came to the hospital. So they said they would do cleaning for her today. They will clean the ear, and then they placed that on a drug, which we have bought.
Yeah.
They placed that on a drug like 7,500, which we have bought today.
So all these other receipts, okay.
She's doing well. Apart from that, she's doing well. She's happy now because she knows that there is hope for her. And the mother too is brightening a bit than before. Now that she knows that some people are really caring for her.
Yes.
So they are no longer down. So
but
she's eating well.
Yeah, thank you, ma. Thank you so much. Then another thing is that, so okay, she's in the hospital where she's still in the hospital. So all those things, they are just they will leave. She's going to be in the hospital until that time.
I think when they see her during the weekend, maybe she'll be discharged and to be readmitted. Okay. They said so. So by Sunday I will be there again. So by Monday or Tuesday when the consultant comes around, they will now let us know, because I asked them that she cannot continue to stay in the hospital.
Yeah, because they are just we don't worry pé àwọn kan gbowó lọ ni, àwọn kan receipt kan lọ ni, owó ń lọ ni, different things.
That she's likely to be discharged but to be readmitted when the time for the surgery comes around. So they said she's likely to be discharged and then be readmitted for the surgery. Okay. Because they have not stabilized her blood.
Yeah, that's what I want to. But as long as everything is, please, ma'am, Emma Binuma, they should give her the best, that we will know that in Kota say we did our best. You understand? They should not do it in, you understand what I mean? Because at the end of the day, if to God be the glory, we are able to continue to spend that money and, we get results. That's what matters to us.
Yes, of course.
Shetty gets me, ma. Ma?
She's eating well now. So get to that, they don't even want to, since she has not been operated upon, their beds, they don't really want their beds to just be wasting away when they are doing nothing. But when they are done with the cleaning of the ears and stuff this weekend, I think she will be discharged. I will let you know anyway.
Yeah, please, ma. Just let us know. So, and the eating, the food provision that we sell, we should.
Yeah, she's eating well. She's eating well. She's good now.
Okay.
She's good.
Okay.
She's good.
So, and have they stopped the blood transfer?
PCB is 2024.
Oh, good. Compared to before. Yeah, it's better now.
Yes, ma'am.
So what is the normal PCV? Abi PVC, abi kile back ma.
Because she's a sick now. They said I don't mean the mother has been attending the clinic that knows how to cater for the hemoglobin SS people. She will have known the baseline. So since he doesn't know the baseline, they said if a baseline PCV is 20, that they can go ahead with surgery for 24.
Okay.
So that's why they want to monitor her for a while to know. Because they said if her baseline is about 20, no matter how many pints of blood she takes, that the thing will still crash again to 20. Okay. But since she has not been monitoring that one before, so that's what they are doing now. They want to monitor it and see that after being transfused, eating well, they will check again. So they will now determine the baseline for the girl.
Okay. And they obviously we are still going to buy blood for the operation.
Definitely, we need blood because you know when bone is very is the hardest teeth is the hardest bone in the body.
Yes.
So when they remove that, of course, she will bleed, and they will have to replace the blood that is being lost.
But ṣé ó fi ọkàn wa balẹ̀ àbí? Sorry.
Of course. The pediatrician hematologist has given us the go ahead and I've told the dental surgeon that she's fit for surgery.
Amen.
That she's now fit for the surgery.
So please, we're going to call prayers for.
It's because of the UCH. People have been on list before her. That's why they gave us 27th of September. I didn't mean they don't have people on the list. It will have become earlier.
Okay, ma. So, but she's fine. Okay. Maybe tẹ́ bá ti lọ́jọ́ tẹ́ bá lọ síbẹ̀ ẹ ní pé kó ṣe voice note fún wa. Voice note nìkan ni kó kí wa pé mummies, daddies, I love you, I'm fine. Kó sọ̀rọ̀ fún wa káwa play káwa wà happy. Chegboma.
Okay, that would be during the weekend.
Yeah, just her and the mommy too can talk if she wants to, but we will be happy to hear her voice. Chegboma.
Okay, thank you.
Kò sí ní tí kò sọ pé àṣẹ o kókò ní mommy I love you all, thank you mom, no kókò ṣáà kí wa.
Okay, all right.
Just kókò kí wa ni pé we are all with her. By the grace of God, the day of the kini gangan àtún wọnú àdúrà náà pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ á wọlé á jáde láyọ̀ àtàlàáfíà mà. So date yẹn àmọ́ I will give it to some of us that go to NSPPD and those that want to join in the prayer and fasting àtúnṣe fún no ṣe ti understand. So that gbogbo angel Ọlọ́run àtọlọ́run gbogbo wọn wá làwọn ló máa perform surgery yẹn á dẹ̀ bá lára mu ní kábàámọ̀ lórí àwọn ọmọ tiwa náà lágbára Jésù Kristi wò wá ní firú ẹ̀san fún wa lágbára Jésù Kristi.
Amen. In Jesus' name.
All right, ma. Ẹ ṣé gan, Mommy Aluko. So just keep me informed, Mommy Aluko. Ẹ mọ̀ anything. Ẹ ṣáà jẹ́ kémi mọ̀ bó bá ṣe ń lọ. Ṣẹgbọ́n ma. Thank you. God bless you, ma. God bless you, ma. Thank you, ma. So that's the update. So when it gets to that time, we can go into fasting, for her the day she's doing the thing, and gbogbo ẹ̀ máa wà successful lágbára Ọlọ́run. What she needs the most is prayers to support everything that is happening. You understand? So if we pray and we fast, or if it's before that day, no, you choose that day as you are doing for yourself, add her to it. Okay, I'm doing so it doesn't necessarily have to be that day that you do it for her, but add that to your prayers. And it doesn't have to be that it from now. Just add that to your family altar and be praying for her. Her name is Oyindamola Tijani. That everything they will do for her, ko balaramu. You understand? Ko balaramu. That all of us, as we love her and we are hoping that things go well for her, we won't regret. You understand? We won't regret in Jesus. And they won't use this kind of thing to pay us back. We will not see all this kind of thing on our children. So, child, this IABT is just too much. Nafisa. Nafisa, I beg you, don't come. Let me pin that one. Auntie me Gracie, I saw your message, but I couldn't open it, ma. I saw you sent me a message. I don't know, maybe you're just telling your bro, okay, I love you. But mo see Shima, I will open it when I'm done now. How are you, Auntie me? God bless you, ma. Auntie me Gracie. That's my auntie, my relative. Not be our auntie fake. This is original auntie. So hello everybody, you're all very welcome. Let me greet a few of you before we start. Yesterday, those of you that were not around, try and go and watch our video yesterday, because we talked on the case that we avoided for some time. Then we chose yesterday, and there was this write-up by one beautiful sister of mine, Sister Tokubo Fajemisin. I have shared it on our platform from her page, but I still read it there so that in this life, you know, video, it won't go, you know, people will listen and they will hear, and that write-up means a lot to me. God sees my heart. Aside what is happening around, it's actually impacting. So go and listen to that video and share it to people. It's a very, very good one. I talked about my little life experience in it as well, which obviously will help some of you that are intending to get yourself into any mess on social media, and so that you also be able to know the kind of places and people you mix with. It's very important. It is very, very important, because you know, it can, like I said yesterday, I said if there's anything I would like to undo, I mean, for my life, is that period and those people I met during fracas. I don't want to have business with them. I don't want to associate with them at all. And that's the truth, the gospel truth. You understand? So if there's anything, a way to undo it, which is not possible, so don't live with regrets. Do you get what I mean? So that's why I shared that experience. And I also shared it so that likes of Farida and co will understand that social media don't I mean, fracas and all this lifestyle on social media doesn't help anybody. Rather, it destroys one's life. Many marriages ruined from social media and from Facebook fracas. Yes, quotes me. I mean it. I can tell you that social media has ruined a lot of homes, and fracas has also ruined a lot of lives and homes. I can tell you that with my full chest. So that was why I shared my experience. That's just little out of my experience that I shared. You understand? It's supposed to be part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, part 5, but we can't fixate ourselves. Maybe along the line again, as we are here, some things will come up again. I will bring out another experience from that fracas, noni, and share it with people. Do you understand? It hopefully will impact. That's what they call experience is the best teacher. Do you understand? And you wonder why when some people are abusing me, because some people think that I'm a coward or I'm a mumu or I not get liver. They don't know that there are some things that when they say that Lucifer, angel, Lucifer, eh, when they say something reminds God of angel Lucifer, do you understand? The devil, you understand, you know. And this is how I feel when I see fracas, something I despise so much. Do you understand? So if I see, oh, you are trying to have issues with me, and I see that you are fracas lineage, oh, I won't answer you, because I don't want to do fracas. Do you understand? If you are not in fracas, I most likely will answer you. May not be too much, I may not answer too much, you know. I will just at least give you a response of, okay, I can hear you, I can see you. But if I know you are in fracas, if you like, enter lagoon, come out. I won't answer you. Abuse me for them, I won't answer you. I don't want to have any business with fracas. So, and I still will say that that's what affected Farida's marriage, and that's what really brought her marriage to a halt. Do you understand? So we move. That's what happened. In summary of what happened yesterday. Now, today again, as we just they go our own jeje. I was shocked when I saw Makanaki. I won't lie to you people. For me, in the whole of Nollywood, you know, everybody gets in taste too. Don't come and be shouting, yeah. In the whole of Nollywood, pata pata, for me, is the most handsome. He's such a cool dude. He's such a, I mean, very handsome. I like the way they gapa. I like everything. If they say give award for the most handsome in the whole of Nollywood, I will choose him over and over again. In fact, I never see person that will tackle him. Who will I say will tackle him? Oh yeah, name at least 5 people that you say. Naturally, me, I don't like men with macho, as in build. Me can like it. If man gets macho, can't build. Man, me like it. But he did his own in moderation. You understand? I don't like, you know, all these men that we have, kí lorúkọ, kí ni toy tọmọ mi like in back on. My son has this toy, this character that Dino Milaye looks like when he wears leggings. You know, there's a character that Dino Milaye, you know, Dino Milaye has a very horrible shape. Voltron, no, not Voltron. Kini character combined. There's this character. Okay, you people tell them, okay? Some people are mentioning Ijebu. Please leave Ijebu alone, no. Ijebu is from my village. You people should not come for Ijebu. If not, I off this show. Mofe Damijotu is handsome. Yes, I accept that. Portable. I'm coming. I'm on chat. You're asking me question. Ọmọ mi, ó yẹ kí n tan video sí lójú kí n embarrass ẹ ni. Ó wá bíbí fún jẹ. Pàtí mo wọlé ó ń sùn. My big boy. Ó wá bíbí fún jẹ. Mi ò gbọ́rú ẹ̀ rí. Níbi tí mo ti ṣe chat, tí mo ti wà lórí bed. Johnny Bravo. You understand? You know that some men, they will do it, they will look like, and that's exactly how Dino Milaye's shape is. Teletubby Bawo. No, it's Johnny Bravo. It's Johnny Bravo. You understand? But I like Ninalowo, and his name got me Kimo. I always pronounce it wrongly. Either looks like Mr. Gru. It's true. Dino looks like Mr. Gru. He also looks like Johnny Bravo. You've not seen him when he wears leggings. You've not seen him when he wears leggings. My co-cancer. Sister Sisi Kodri Bao. Sisi Kodri is in Egypt. Till us Egypt. You go abuse Pharaoh. Pharaoh ba le butter in Egypt. Over love anywhere. You go abuse Pharaoh. Pharaoh, but lie, they go chase and come out for Egypt. She be a wara Egyptian. Lege. No, jokes aside though, Lega Miami is a fine boy, yo. Koko boy boni yo. No. Lega Miami is a fine boy, yo. To be sincere, for me, Lega Miami is finer than Odunlade ati Tele. Forget that the boy he not fit speak English. Forget that the boy not fit speak English. To me, Lega Miami, if they say make I rate handsomeness, in them, all these people that you have mentioned, apart from Sisi Kodri not fine. Sisi Kodri will be put in the league of Sonyeri. I like Sonyeri, but Sonyeri not fine. I like when we are discussing serious matters. Oh my God. Lege is a fine boy, yo. No. Lege Miami is fine. No, I will agree. No, I agree with Lege fine pass all this Itele. Lege fine pass Odunlade. For my own eyes, so you understand. Forget in English. gbagbe English lege don't tell Seyi Tinubu say make he buy house for Anthony Village. After that he go back to Yeye Odunlade is a thought. No, you know some of you, well, Odunlade's height is too much for me. You understand? For me, he's too tall. So that's even what disqualifies him. His hand is too long. You understand? I always look at Odunlade like giraffe. Sawyer is finer than Sisi Quadri. For God's sake. God, please forgive us. These people are making me to sin. I'm telling you. And not they. I will put Sawyeri in the same league with Sisi Quadri. I don't know who is finer, but I will put them in the same league. Odu is just okay, Jerry. It is too short. You understand? Lege is fine. Na English, you know, sabi exactly. Lege na fine boy, yo. I'm happy. Yeye is laughing today. Thank God. No, because you people are killing me. Affects his best. Zaffy not be good person. Zaffy is after Lege. Zaffy is jealous of Lege. Zaffy is jealous of Lege. I won't agree. Zaffy is jealous of Lege. Lege is fine. His skin, everything compared to Itele. You understand? And it's not. I wouldn't say that Itele is not fine. You don't get. I agree that Itele is okay. But Itele head, you get one kind of head, the head no con. I don't know, but he's a fine man. You understand? It's okay. It's okay. But in fact, I was expecting that you people will even put Ibrahim Chatta. Ibrahim Chatta gets local handsome look. You understand? Seriki Olopolo Koyeye. Who is Seriki Olopolo? Kola Ajewole. No. That's not. Don't talk like that. Kola Ajewole is not fine. You. Emma, I know that people that love Toyi Amaku will start shouting now. What do you mean, Baba Ire? What do you mean, Baba Ire? No, Kola Ajewole, let me tell you where I can put him. You know Toyin is finer than Kola Ajewole. Emma ma paro, mi ò fabosi. Let's do it one after another. Wait now. You people are rushing me. Rushing me. Kola Ajewole, I will league him. Wait, let me put him one side. I've not seen league for him. Because Kola Ajewole is finer than Sisi Quadri there. So I can't put him. I will league Toyin's ex, headmaster. I will lead that one with Itele them. Toyin's ex is fine. Eje Kasoto. Old tinry boy is fine. He looks like old teacher. Kola Ajewole, I'm trying to look for his league. How to league. I want to league them. Femi Adebayo and what's his name? Odunlade can be in the same league. Yomi Gold. Which one is Yomi Gold? Yomi Gold. Ó ti sápá mi lórí o. Is it the one with Yash? No, Yomi Fabiyi. I can put Kola Ajewole, Yomi Fabiyi in the same league. Who wà ní league kan náà? Yes, I can put them. They are not handsome. They are not ugly. They are okay. You understand? Yomi too is not. Afisowo will be in the same category with Sawyeri then. Afisowo and Sawyeri will find now. They are in the same Sawawu. Sawyeri is fine, yo. Only that he has baby look like Babalawo, not if. Let Toyin's family, let them call for you. I'm not there. Yomi Fashla, so I will put Yomi Fashla, so what's this guy's name that we just mentioned now? Ibrahim Shatta. Even your infrastructure is more psychedelic a bit, but I will put them in the same league. Yomi Gold. Let me look. That name, for me to forget. Oh, my reason. Let me see. Yomi Gold. Then what's the one that just did that movie? Oh, this Oloju Opolo boy. Okay. I know they feeling. I know they feeling like that, but but it looks okay. You know, he has eyeballs. It's okay. The guy is okay. He can fall with it, tell them. No, Yomi Fash is Yomi Fashlaso is I've seen him on ground. It's not fresh like that, so it's okay, new. What do you mean it's fresh? Oh, it's okay. Folusha, Folusha, Yomi Gold. Yes, the guy is now in America. He has frog eyes. He has that eyeball. When we were young, they used to call it cute eyeball. For me, it's not too handsome like that. RMD Bawo, Yomi Fashion with RMD. Please, Adebola, my darling sister. No. Even at his old age, Yomi Fashion cannot be where. No, Latif, to be sincere, Latif is with them Odunlade o. Yeye Kiki Bakari, how can you be talking about Kiki? She's a girl now. No, they are for lions. None of them is fine. They are for lions. The short one, that one that they said is no more with his wife, is okay facially, but none of them. None. Even Kule, no. Kule has finesse. Do you understand? He knows how to, but no, none of them is. No. For me, that àbúrò wọn yẹn torí ẹ̀ tóbi Aremu yẹn ló ti ugly joke. Sorry, don't be angry, Don't be angry, but I'm being real. If you tell me to put that their Aremu yẹn, that one I'll put in with Soyeri them. Me only not Pasha. I'll put that. Now he not fine. He head too big. Abuse me too. Yeah, but Latif is just fine. Latif is with Yomi Odunlade them. Yemi Sholade nko, when Yemi Sholade, that man is okay for his age. It's okay. But you can't put RMD. RMD. No, please. That's it finished. How can you be putting RMD? Kiki Bakare is a guy. Okay, let me look. All the ones that I don't know their name often, that means I don't count them as handsome. Again, when you don't get Kiki Bakare, I want to put I'm coming Kiki Bakare. Majek Lishe chatty once be 30 long at in rate. Kiki Bakare. Wait, so I'm coming. Kiki Bakare. Look where took me to daddy lori Google. Oh, okay, boy. No, the another guy that is cool. It's okay. He will fall in the category of tele. He's new. I know him. He's a new guy. In beauty, he could find Ben. This guy that did Anikulapo is handsome. The guy is handsome. Him, Sheku Arize. No, I don't. Sheku Arize falls in the category of collage. Kanayo, no, please, no. Kanayo no fine at all. Kotie fine. Yeah, RMD is just okay, John. Now charisma I get. Hey, that is what Ninalowo too has now. Don't you know when you are charismatic? Don't you know that when you are charismatic, it's very important. That's what brings out the beauty of what you're wearing. Do you understand? Charisma ni. Sometimes it's not only the look you need. All these other people don't have charisma. Odunlade not get charisma. It doesn't mean that it doesn't look good. Charisma matters a lot. And especially for a celebrity, you get a Sanyeri and Arinze in a set. Yes, it's true. Arinze. Muyiwa Ademola too. No, Muyiwa Ademola. Olórúkọ ọmọ mi ni jẹ́ fún ní grade tó dáa. Olórúkọ ọmọ mi ni. But however, he's just a very normal guy. You understand? Muyiwa Ademola he's not somebody that you see and be like, you understand? No, you won't like, it's just normal. He's just a normal guy. You not get any no appeal, Coco. Your leg don't shake. Lie. Not even because of what y'all did. Lie. Y'all and Ninalowo are not lie. Not because of what y'all did, though. Lie. Okpebeba wo. Ah. You people don't scatter gun. Lie. Y'all bawo. Bob Manuel, no, those people they not fine. Bob Manuel not fine, I beg. Nino is in a class of his own. Odunlade is not together. No, Odunlade not did that setting. No. Nino, yes. RMD, Benny. Before Nino, the RMD now then gets the scene. Yeah, but that man fine. He gets her, if you've seen that man on ground, you will understand what I mean. I've never seen Nino on ground. But if you see RMD on ground, he's really very handsome on ground too. Segun Remi, no, the short one. Kunle afford Segun Remi. Kunle afford Baba Ire. All of them, Segun Remi, they belong to the same circle. Yes, they are in the same circle. Sanyeri, Mide's husband, Sway baby. Ramsey no, Ramsey no, a cute guy. No, Ramsey Noah is handsome. Jokes aside, only that at a time he was becoming too bulky. You understand? I've seen him long time ago. That time where I used to go and do my hair in Surulere, he lives on that street. So every time I go to do my hair, I must to see him. I don't know why. You understand? So I know him on ground. I've never spoken to him, but I've seen him. He's handsome on ground too. He's on Jim Ike is too short. Jim Ike, you see, Jim Ike is only charismatic, but in shortness, not even allow the charisma show. He's only guy lowo, RMD, Ninalowo, they know what cutes them. They go dress, you go love waiting they wear. If you have a son, you go won't wear them for your son. You understand? Not every man can wear what those two people wear in the industry. Yinka Quadri, no, they belong to Baba Ire's group, Ogogo. Ogogo in those days, in those days, we would have brought, Ogogo was was for, for our older set. People in their 60s now, late 50s, Ogogo to them was very handsome. Even though me, I didn't see it that way. But for me, I will put Ogogo with Demola authentic them. Zakoji is not cute, oh. Sorry, oh. No. Yeah, sorry, I don't. Zakoji looks like this. This is the way Zakoji looks. Let me show you people. Zakoji. Zakoji, oh. I can't be lying. You should not be angry. Zakoji looks like this. Exactly. same shape of head, Gogoni.
Yeah, again. Fumilene Kirikani, Kilejaw, or Otomejabo, Kilejaw, Botalini. Fumilene Kikasi, money that I can see. Ah, I get it on there.
Exactly. Exactly the shape of head of Zakoji. Go find Emma Macparomo Zakoji. Was why una don dey change as somebody don bring Wasiu Ayinde. We dey talk of actor, is Wasiu Ayinde an actor? If we reach musician own, we go talk am. Wetin we wan talk about gan? Ẹ ti jẹ́ kó para mọ́ mi lórí. Ninalowo, I was saying when we started that Ninalowo is the most handsome, but the only person that can contend with Ninalowo, Emma Power. Oh, Saint Obi is dead now. We can't be talking about Saint Obi now. He's dead now. Edward Antonia is dead. So you are bad woman. No, now not be so Zakoji shape of head be. All of us, if you go into TikTok, you go see your shape of head for there. You go see your shape of head for there now. Ẹ máa tọ́ra yín, Zakoji ò fine. Ẹ má jẹ́ ká máa tàn máa yẹn jẹ. Zakoji no fine, abeg. They make we know the life for, give them life, the bobo they can't no maloma rope. I won't find Zakoji, all those people, they can be, they may have some kind of charisma, but I know they feel Zakoji, I beg. We are talking about our movie male, exactly. Portable na musician, you can't bring him. Omo Olalomi is the cute, lie. We can't talk about Portable now. Maybe one day we are having an analysis on musician. Jide Kosoko, yes, Uncle Jide Kosoko is handsome, but he looks feminine to me. Uncle Jide Kosoko, he just looks feminine to me. I wouldn't say he's handsome like, no. I wouldn't see Uncle Jide anywhere and I will be like, man, you fine. No. It's just okay. Yettywig, I saw your video where you mentioned that you used to watch Michael Jackson's movie. Okay, where I was crying, where I was saying that Michael Jackson just died. Maurice Sam, Chris Atto, Ogabe, no. You people don't dey gbe ọ̀rọ̀ yìí lọ síbòmíì now. When we are talking about people in the movie industry, Oga Bello, Babaluwe don't die now. We can't be Oga Bello and Jide Kosoko, they belong to Babaluwe, all of them. Babaluwe is alive. Babaluwe is actually handsome more than all those people. More than I've seen him on ground. He's more handsome than all of them. Masomo, Baba Bello. Jide is the guy na fine guy you. Lele pa mo agbalagba ni baba yẹn, forget it. Or it's maybe if you want to talk about Desmond Elliot is handsome. But you will put Desmond Elliot, with likes of Yomi Fashlaso. Desmond is handsome. Jokes aside. Let's go to Naomi. Naomi don't vex, don't tire, and we don't go. So Ninalowo Agbako bitibawo. Baba don't reach 100 now. Forget Baba. Baba don't better Nico fine gan. He reach 100. Make we say pray kawa 100 pẹ̀lú lukuwa. Baba forget Baba. Those one are old. Baba don't old. Efi Baba sílẹ̀. Aluwe is fine, I'm serious. Yes, Aluwe and Mr. Macaroni have baby fat, so they look like yes, they are in the same category. Macaroni, it's just like saying Macaroni is handsome. No, Ọlọ́run dáríjì mi. I would just put him as a baby, Teletubby, yes, like people that that are their butter. Fine, do me better, but okay. No, Dele Odule is not handsome. It's okay. He looks like an educated professor. Dele Odule is just okay. He's not a kind of person now that we will say Jigan. Jigan. Jigon not fine, yo. Not be saying not fine, no. Jigon and what is that one? To what did you sheleya ni odo Aisha Lawa in that movie? They belong to Baba Ire's group. Baba Ire's group. They are okay. They are just okay. Okay, let's go into to a hair. Papa Lou is handsome. They don't know. Maybe because people have not seen. Forget the way he dresses. So if you see Papa Lou, normal, normal. Papa Lou fine pass Baba Bello, but my Jide Kosoko, all of them. True. Me, paro for him, and he dresses fine. He dresses fine. He dresses guy. Papa Lou fine pass all of them. Oh. He said, no, for let's do real talk. Okay, Sister Lola. Now, back to us. Yeah, have nickname for them. Now, back to us. So, Ninalowo, like I said, for me, is the most handsome. If you want to, maybe let's say after RMD, Ninalowo, for me, is there. So, I'm not surprised he's experiencing things like this. I hope people have heard what he said. Baba Yettywig is what let Tony and Marcus fans let them come and shop your life. This Afuke don't wake up from her page. He don't come again. No, so I'm not surprised. Ask me why. You know, last year, if you notice that this lover kept hammering, you know, this lover, I didn't be no fine, I beg. This lover kept hammering, it's old, sha. This lover kept hammering that when there was one scandal of woman issue, Ninalowo, I don't know his name very well to pronounce it. Ninalowo featured in it. And they said he comes from a home where his mother is such a good woman. Bí mo ṣe gbọ́ ni. You know, it might be a lie. Because I've seen them at a party scene before. Not on ground, though, just a video where his mother featured. And he, you know, I saw the love and the bond between himself and his mom. But I learned that the mother is such... Okay, Ninalowo no get gbolau. You tell us, see, we are not judging that one. Oh. We don't know that part. You understand? We don't know that part. So the part that we are interested in is the outward look. You understand? Which is very cool and nice for the industry. Now, Ninalowo, last year we kept hearing, okay, yeah, I know Ninalowo family well. Okay, this thing I'm saying, please tell me if it is true. You understand? Because I heard it. You know, they said that the mother is such a responsible woman that at one point is marriage, which I'm going to play what he said. There's a video here that says what he said, how remorseful he was. They said it was the mother that told him to go back to America and go and stay with his family. She doesn't want breakup of his marriage. It's from Gist Lovers page I'm now reading that this is his second marriage. Is it true? Because I'm not aware of the first marriage. And you know, by the time I noticed the guy, which is just few years ago. In fact, when did I start noticing Ninalowo? No, but not Femi Adebayo and Co have been there. Odulade have been there. You understand? So I think it was during the time I started noticing Ninalowo, I started noticing Itele too. You understand? So Itele and Ninalowo, they are not old like that in the industry. So, but I really heard that the mother is such a decent, I mean, she didn't want her son's life to jaga. So she guarded and guided him. And he went back to America. The wife is also very beautiful. Two beautiful people. The wife is beautiful. Jokes aside. How can somebody be that handsome and marry a beautiful girl like that? There's a problem. I'm not saying it's not good. When you see two beautiful couples like that, I don't know who has good self-esteem and who doesn't have between the two of them. But I know that Ninalowo will have marital issue because many women want that guy. Many. It's not as if I saw it, but I know. You know, he not second marriage, the same woman, but that is the second time they broke up. That is what this lover said. Okay, the second time they broke up. Okay, me okada Dani, I will go back and reread it. Thank you for correcting me. God bless you. Okay, now let's listen to Ninalowo. Then I have something to say, because if you notice before now, the wife featured at least reasonably on his platform. But for some time, in fact, for this year, or ever since that last year that they carried one story that he featured in it, since this year especially, I stopped seeing the wife featuring. Igwe not fine, I beg. Igwe not fine. Igwe belongs to Sonyeri group. Igwe belongs to that group. Sonyeri group lower Sisi Quadri ni Igwe wa. Now, I noticed that she hardly featured, because they have this sitcom, not a sitcom, a program that they do that they call something Makanaki home. You know, Makanaki or something like that, the home of something like that. I will look for it now. And it did that thing since March. That was the last. The last I saw. Their firstborn, who is that girl now? You know, they have two. He's clocked 17 this year. She clocked 17 this year. So definitely the relationship has been a bit. Let me tell you one thing. We are going to read the write-up. Reading that write-up, I don't know how you can make a straight face with you being so say something now me what in I talk now. Do you understand? The firstborn, the girl, you know, Makanaki and the girl, they really born. The girl looks like the mom. Oju mama any. Her color, her skin, everything is the mom. Let her become a big girl now. You will see the beauty of that girl. She got it from the mom. 18 years. No, it's 17. No. When did she clock 18? When did she clock 18? Yeah. Show also. When did she clock 18? I saw 17. Ni baba eko deal. Okay, she was pregnant. That is why he married her. How? Okay. Cheating. Women, closeted, down low. Who cheated? Oh dear. Okay, let me just do it one after another. Don't confuse us on the platform. Or if you have anything to do objection, just tell us. Stop coming here to be writing low way. We don't want proverb here. Aliyah is 17. Yes, now. I saw it. I don't know where Agboke saw 18. 17 ni baba eko. I don't know where she saw 18. No. That's why I said she should go and bring it. I'm coming, Emma B. No. I want us to listen to what Makanaki said the last time we heard he had an issue. And Trude, you know.
What God had nothing to do with. TD Jake says God provides trees, doesn't make furniture. Exactly. So I needed to take time back to see what I had done to her.
Sorry, before anything, hold on, Nino. You know that some people are jealous of Nino when he's speaking American English. Anyway, Trude they try. Trude not flow ni be by. Trude, I think Trude is Igbo boy now. So when Makanaki is speaking, some of those, you know, those in the people in the industry, they are jealous of him. Woman be no. Well, something about him because he can so you. Oh yeah, continue.
or God, for what God had nothing to do with.
God.
TD Jake says God provides trees, doesn't make furniture. Exactly.
Exactly.
So I needed to take time back to see what I had done to her. The years when I was feeling like I was still young and cheating all day, breaking her heart and everything, to the years where, okay, I wasn't there and just pursuing my dreams. But I forgot that this was a human being that was taking records. Yeah. And taking experiences of her life as well.
Get my lawyer
So
for
I
your
became
side.
somebody that she didn't recognize anymore at some point, and I couldn't even call her to pick up the phone. And the same woman I had so much control over, I had no control over anymore because she outgrew me. You know what I mean? So
you know what I mean? To they not hear
to
waiting
get that
they
restored
talk.
and to achieve that back, I needed to go back and start fresh. Detox and clear everything that I have done. And see, a lot of people think, and you know, it's a process, man. Yeah. It's a process, and a lot of people keep failing because they keep jumping from one thing to another.
Yeah.
You need to take time, sit back, and see why you got it wrong. Leave that thing. Take the pain. A lot of people don't want to start because they don't want to be seen starting from the bottom. Go back to the bottom. That's what happened to me. I had to go back to start there, and from there I started to see I made a lot of mistakes. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. It is what it is. Yeah. Now, the good news, I like the fact that you and your wife got back together. You know, that was a restoration process. Right. How did that happen? So I know you had the solitude, and then you confronted yourself, and you admitted where you'd gone off the rails, where you'd why she outgrew you. So how did you not do the process of getting her back? First is God. First I prayed. I cried myself to God. You know, I and you know.
Okay, you see, that's your comments. I've been hearing all kinds of things about, but I don't know if what you are writing to, if what I heard is true, but I don't know. There's a rumor like that about him, but I doubt, I don't know.
That's what happened to me. I had to go back to start there, and from there I started to see. I acknowledged everything I did wrong to God, not to her. I submitted myself, and I did what God wanted me to do. Humble. If the Spirit told me to prostrate and beg at that moment, then that's what I do. See, there is no generality in marriage. It's significant and unique to people. My situation is different from your situation. If I have to crawl in the gutter to beg my wife, that's what I'll do if I know the value of my wife to me. If something is valuable to you, I've never seen a man lose something valuable to him. Never. There was hundreds of people who try to interfere to settle it.
Yeah, but Tosi, what does that information lead us to?
I asked everybody and showed God that nobody mattered. I acknowledged, and he was the only one. Yeah. I prayed over and over, cried myself to him, did whatever I could do when I had to do it. But one thing I'll tell you is that the day God restored my wife and I, nobody was involved. It was just a phone call. And he was the only one. Yeah. I prayed over and over, cried myself to him, did whatever I could do when...
Okay, so guys, we are going to read this. What I noticed is that it's the wife that cheated him from his write-up. But he's not behaving. He personally isn't behaving. You know, some women will tell you they've forgiven you. But the problem is their brain is not able to forget. And sincerely, marriage is about forgiveness. Some people, when they commit adultery, their wife we find it hard to get over it. And that's when you cannot forgive in your marriage, trust me, your marriage won't last. If you like, stay 30 years, you're still going to break up. Ninalowo goofed. We are guessing new. Yes, he messed up. He said it here, I messed up. A woman I was able to control became a woman that I can no more control. Became a woman I can no more control. And he was, because at that time, he was in Nigeria now, and he was also having extramarital affairs. Then the mother told him, go back home. But mind you, this lover too, there were times that Ninalowo was dragged. But Ninalowo decided to keep it low. You know, during Tele's time, you know, Ninalowo was also dragged. If you remember, during Tele's time, Ninalowo was dragged alongside Itele over one girl that, you know, one actress in Noni. So it's kind of glaring that, you know, some women don't understand that I am not condoning adultery. Trust me, it's nothing good. But it will happen anyways in 80%. Let me give it a good ratio. Do you understand? I'm just trying. I'm supposed to say in 90% or 95%, but let me say 80%. God, I'm yet to see a man that will say he did not commit adultery in their marriage. Even that the GOs did before they committed their life to Christ completely. Some, whilst they committed their life to Christ, they still committed adultery. Some are lucky their wife never knew. They're more so, I'm not using this to get into their head, so you understand, to make them their head to swallow. Ninalowo is a fine guy who is also lucky to be a celebrity. He has what it takes in look. Do you understand? Some women will sleep with him not for a dime. A dime. Because guys like that, why me I don't like fine boys? They know they get money to give woman. Won't touch you obirin. You will swore. If you go and date fine boy, now so fine look you go the chop. Wa ma mommy see fine look ni. You go just dey drink water on top of fine look. I don't like make guy fine. We be say in fine go fine too much. Their wife work very hard. And you will see rubbish a lot. Especially a fine man that knows he is fine. Go and ask RMD them wife and Ninalowo them. Go and ask their wife. So you need to be ready. And we hardly see a fine man that is, you know, taking care of his wife. Why you're well, mama? Oma struggle kuni. Fine boys don't, because the money they will use it on themselves. They are too, in fact, they themselves, they are obsessed with themselves. So it's a problem. So it's good for the wife. She chose that path. Luckily, it may be that when she chose that path, the guy didn't even have, you understand? Maybe it's just from, like somebody said, it's from a rich home. That's all. They never knew we get to where he is. They didn't even know that people will know him. Because 17 years ago, to be very sincere, I didn't know him. I didn't even know if anybody like that existed. So, definitely, she probably came for the gold. She probably came for the fame, but as the child of a rich man, not as a celebrity that he is now. So, getting there, of course, you know our Yoruba, Nigerian, and Igbo, anybody, women, Nigerian women, I will not affect Jembe. And he too go do. But with the way he acted, it shows that he begged. Like he said he needed to start from the beginning again. If it means he has to prostrate. If it means he needs to prostrate, he will do it. And he did it. And that was that he called hundreds of people to intervene, mediate between them. Nobody could. Until just one day, he said he had to go into prayers. He prayed. So it goes to show, he acknowledges, he accepts that he's at fault. And he went back from Nigeria to America because I learned his home was going down. And the reason is because she know Inoni. So he did everything, and you notice that most of the time he now was staying put. I bet he was trying to control himself. I want to believe that it is the same thing that is being, that repeated itself. I want to believe that. I don't want to believe that some people are saying that there's possibility that the wife knows too much. Abi is a gay, ni. Abi is this or that. I don't know if he's gay. Because that's what they are suspecting every fine boy now in Nigeria. Because there's nothing we know they take this our ear, they hear. You understand? So, but I'm just going to be very sincere that for me, I think he really, really must have begged that woman. The woman wasn't ready to have it anymore. Maybe he's not stopping what he's doing. And she has a lot on him. And you can hear from the undertone of what he wrote out, he is frustrated. Undertone of what he wrote out shows he is frustrated. He is frustrated. He wants to keep his wife, but I bet the wife keeps catching him. Because I don't want to believe it's the one he did before. But there are some women like that, oh. To forgive is the problem, oh. They will keep replaying it. And you cannot keep a home with that kind of woman. Trust me. If you keep replaying and doing an anniversary of what your wife or what your husband did to you, especially women, we know how to replay and do anniversary of what our husband did to us. If you are not ready to forgive that thing and move, God sees my heart, your marriage wouldn't grow, and the marriage will crumble and stumble. It must. It's possible she held on to that sin, and every year there's anniversary for it. Ṣòrántí, tó fi gbé Àríkẹ́, Ògbérìkẹ́. And he will be begging. In fact, begging you can lead to depression. Because for him to say hundreds of people couldn't convince her, that means everybody begged her and they were tired. Go and re-listen to the interview he had with Jude. He said hundreds of people begged her. And you see, that's one thing about people. When they beg you, everybody will move. Because at the end of the day, people are busy with their life. And so if the man is not able to keep up with the begging, that's what will end the marriage. Because one day the man will have to announce to us that I can't keep up. Because you know one thing about marriage, marrying a celebrity is a big deal. It's not about the money now. Forget that one. A lot of sacrifices that you have to make in marrying a celebrity. He will be talking to a woman like this. Maybe he's even having something to do with the woman. You cannot stop him. Reason is because as far as he's concerned, it could be somebody that wants to give him job for them to come and be doing skits. So sometimes you will be seeing some things that on a normal day you can't stand it. Or you are the type that maybe he's always traveling to go and do movie. And she knows fully well, then she's having sleepless nights. Then she's not okay. Then she's always quarreling. Then she's always monitoring. Or you understand? So if there's no peace, and if it has to do with begging, they will both have no choice but to opt out. Do you understand? Let's read what he wrote. You will get what I'm saying. His frustration is glaring. His frustration is so glaring. Yeah, that's it. It's difficult to forgive. Some men did so much to let go. No respect at all for their wife. Not taking care of kids and their body. No, for this guy, as for his kids, I wouldn't accept as for his kids. I see a lot of bonds between himself and his kids. Go on his page. If it is about adultery, I wouldn't be able to talk on that. I believe that because he also said it online. He didn't even hide it. His transparency for me. And a man that talks about his wife in public, definitely you will know that he definitely has problem with adultery. But I think he appreciates the woman. Do you understand? But maybe it's the woman that cannot. He has started deleting pics, ma. Yeah, he has started deleting pics, ma. Which pics? No, he's heartbroken. The guy is heartbroken. He's tired. He's frustrated. The guy is heartbroken. He's seriously heartbroken. Now, let's read what he said. Finally, I accept the reality of the end to a road. When somebody is the one that writes this out, know that it is that person that is crushed. You know, the woman is not a social media person, but she's done. He has deleted all her pictures since morning. She's done. She's done. It's not her. It's not him that jilted her. It is her that jilted him. And he's begging and he's frustrated. Do you understand? Finally, I accept the reality of the end to a road. A sad reality that gives room and hope for a brighter and more fulfilling future. I bet maybe from the way he's writing, maybe she wants to do it his way. She also disabled her Insta account. Baby people are begging her, and she doesn't want anybody to beg her. They can't be cashing cruise with their wedding now. You understand? The man loves his wife, but he was caught up in a dangerous web. Which web? Which website? I don't understand. Which dangerous web? He has already apologized. He apologized for that one. Which website do you mean? Which web? If he's done another and another after that, we don't know. if it is the old one that is worrying him, sometimes fine look, even our female actresses, do you know that fine look, Spider-Man web, do you know that fine look is also a problem for man and woman? That's why some people will go and marry ugly man, jeje ugly woman, so that nobody will help them be shopping the person. Fine look, sometimes this is the problem. The woman is feeling, I'm still beautiful, people will still call me. You understand? If she choose to go move on, people will still come for. The man too is feeling, you understand? If I still want a beautiful woman, more beautiful than the one I had before, I still will. In fact, you people will know definitely you go still get people we go follow her. I won't be surprised. But if true love existed between the two of them, it would take the person that was jilted time to be able to get over it. Yeah, but I must say, the reason why this marriage broke up, if it is the woman that, you know, insists that the marriage must break up, the marriage must break up, sorry, I'm so sorry to say this, so because I don't know what Nino has done, no, except if it is true, bóyá rí pé ó ṣe gay ni o tó wá fi ní òun ò ṣe mọ́. But if it is that, if it is Ninalowo that has done something really terrible, she too will not disable now, abi? Because if I won't disable now, I will allow everybody to be seeing me. So why did she run away too? She's supposed not disable. Let's read it first. Let's read it. It's dangerous, so it's dangerous. That Nino's look. You don't know that some women now, you know what to do. As they are very happy. They will start going to say pẹ̀lẹ́ pẹ̀lẹ́. Some people will be planning how their son will be dressing like àbọ̀ ṣe máa lọ bá sùn táwọn máa lóyún sìn. Àwọn ragamuffin. Anyway, a reality that is sad for my loving and adorable children, but necessary for a peaceful and lovable future. Kò sí peace nínú ilé yẹn. There's no peace in that home. A sad reality I prayed, nurtured, and worked tirelessly hard never to experience for the sake of all. Maybe the woman don't fight divorce. You understand? And he worked so hard not to for it to happen. You see, so when a woman says shemo is the problem. I'm telling you. If woman say no, they do again, and so you go they see letter. Because the man will be asking that they beg. And this begging because it's not only you people that are in the world. Other people have other things they want to do with their life. It is in 5 years' time, later, when everybody goes their way, that they both will realize if they did good for themselves by separating or they did bad for themselves by separating. Do you understand? For now, Ninalowo is the one feeling the pains. As we can see, we don't know what the woman is feeling. She's probably feeling the pains or not. We don't know. Because maybe it's long gone. The woman has high self-esteem. I admire her for that. Enough of this handsome nonsense. Okay, why? What happened? Why? What do you mean by high self-esteem? Do you know the story? Do you know the story? Why do you say she has high self-esteem? What happened? Do you know the real story? We don't know the story now. So why are you saying the woman has her? Do you know the story? Do you know if she's the one that committed adultery now? Abi, do you know if she's the one that maybe he caught her? Do you know? We don't know. The thing that happened, Gogon, we don't know. Because it's the one that announced to us. And she disabled. It's possible that she's the one that did something now. Maybe she's the one that cheated on him this time around. You never know. Nobody knows the story. The one we know before. She has high self-esteem for her to let him go. But to let him go, do you people know the story? That's what we are asking you people. Do you people know the story? Hey, everybody's speculating. Everybody's speculating. So I personally would always say, you know, that a young couple like this, full of life, ending their marriage, I don't know, as long as you people later on, if they can back it up with that, yes, there's sadness, except maybe Ninalowo ti lọ fún yàn lóyún. Do you understand? I will understand. But that there's no domestic violence, it's still maybe a cologne shekiri and everything. I don't know how she will opt out of her wedding with these beautiful children, no? And the girl, Aliyah, that one loving papa. Hell! That girl, he loving papa like winch. Kissing, always kissing her father. Thank you, Adura Agbemi, my darling sister. It's bone straight. I bought it from Yettywig. She's based in United Kingdom. A sad reality I now have to accept as I realize that my kids are much grown with better sense of understanding and knowledge of my pain and struggles regarding them. There's more to the matter. If people write stuff, go and read the undertone. Go and read the undertone. A sad reality I now have to accept as I realize that my kids are much grown with better sense of understanding and knowledge of my pain. It's not always that it's the women that are right. Sometimes the men, they are right, the women, they are wrong. Because he has committed adultery in his marriage and he owned up to the world, to tell us, to carry us along, to tell us how he apologized to her, doesn't mean that he is the one that caused the separation now. We never know. Do you get what I mean? We never know. But you can tell, for him to express this much to the media, even that guy with frog eye, wetin be his name? That our comedian. We say all of them have learned to tell us not to come. We don't want to. They don't want to hear from us. Wetin be that one name where the wife don't turn to motivational speaker now? That is fighting AY. Wetin be that comedian name? Why his name come sapa me lori now? Basket mouth. Basket mouth is what I want to talk about. When he wrote his own, he did not write, no, not your me gold. Basket mouth. When he wrote his basket mouth now, with Bovi, with Yomi Gold. Basket mouth, when he wrote his own divorce for all of us to read, he didn't write it passionately like this. He just wrote it jagbajantis and told all of us that we should not come. They don't want to hear from us. He doesn't want to. And everybody see, from now till tomorrow, we don't know what happened. So, and you can tell from the way he wrote, Basket Mouth too, that from the way he wrote, go and read it, the undertone shows that he is the one that is not ready to continue the relationship. This one, you can tell that is the wife that cheated him. That is Ninalowo. Read, when people write, if you are the type that is a psychologist or you know how to feel people, you can feel undertone. Go and read with your mind open. Free your heart and use your heart to read this thing. You will know. Go and read Basket Man. So come and read this one. Begin to analyze it yourself. No passion at all for Basket Man tone. But this one, He's expressing it, letting us know he's in pains. Basket man just talk and say, you don't want to make anybody come. We should all get away. Ó bá rí ìkọ̀kan nu wa lẹ́nu ọ̀nà òun, òun máa fi 40 àti omi gbígbóná fi slam ojú wa ni. Maybe I will come and start retracting again. That's basket man. You can tell he is the cause. He is the one. He still needs the wife for cover up. Who says he still needs the wife for cover up? Who? He doesn't need his wife for cover up. I'm confused. When you people write, who needs his wife for cover up? Ninalowo. Àwọn people you can get already. Yes, most readers don't have the psychological reading. No, sincerely, when you read stuff from people, you understand, you need to read it psychologically and be able to get what he's saying, what they are saying. Nobody, adultery is evil. It should not ever be tolerated. My sex is spiritual. I'm not saying it's not spiritual. Everybody cannot be Jesus Christ's secretary. Everybody cannot be Jesus Christ's secretary. If the Bible can say, the only reason Jesus Christ agreed that you can divorce your spouse is for adultery. But you must have witness. Even the Quran, you must have witness like this. You must call 10 people to come and see. You see Babalagbada as they bench Mama Sule. You see Babalagbada, they will have to be seeing the thumbing, the penetration. Now, I am not saying that, but can you please tell me a man, a marriage that is 30 years, 20 years, and the man never committed adultery? Even the woman, some of them. Can you please, if God wants to come and start catching people now, who will stand? That is why a lot of times when stuff like this happen, we leave room to forgive. We leave room. The one you see, ni, some men will cheat. They are cheating till tomorrow. If pastors can cheat, if deaconess can go into the church, deaconess, they can go to hotel with deaconess with 5 children, can go and bench pastor, and they can die in this thing, and pastor will come on the altar, pulpit the next day and be preaching. It goes to show that even God forgives us our sin. I'm not saying that it is not sacred, but please, how many men that have been in marriage this long like these people and have not committed adultery? I've told you people millions of times here. The only person that knows where her husband is a widow. Me, you. Let's take several seats and just be praying for our marriage. A lot of men cheat, including pastors. The only perfect person is Jesus Christ. So I always say it, I do not condone adultery. I'm not one of those that support adultery. But I will always say, if a man commits adultery and he's begging and is remorseful and is behaving the way this guy behaved, came to the public and said he goofed, he messed up, let's expect him. It's not a good thing. Let's respect him. Please. How many husbands will do it? In fact, some men even make it look as if what's special. You will hear people saying for a woman to still be hurting over it doing anniversary of when her husband committed adultery, they will say she's alara gbigbono. In fact, they will say she's the one that pushed her husband away. So, a man that stands and says he messed up and he really and is begging for me, I will accept apology. But I will make sure that he tries not to do it again. I don't think he can change. Some men are very Mogba or Moba, where are you there? You are the same person that said he has small willy willy. Are you there? Do you know him before? Did you date him? Because you are the same person that came here and said he has small willy willy. How did you see his willy willy? How? Why are you standing and saying like this that he can't change? Please, do you know him more than how did you see his willy willy? Because this man is been married since 17 years. So if you know that it's willy willy, he's small, you must have seen. How did you see his willy willy between now? That means you people that know him and his willy willy is small committed adultery. If it's between these 17 years, how do you know that he can't change? What do you know about him? I'm in shock. How can you stand and matako in your body if there's nothing more to the matter? Where do you know him from? Because we don't know him more than what we are seeing. How did you know that he has small willy willy? Because I noticed your comments before. I let it slide. Now again, you said you don't think he can change. Why do you tackle liar on his chest like this? Is there something else to the matter? How did you see his willy willy size? Sister Tokumbo is here. Poor man, women will know he's married, though, but they will not know. They will still not let him. Yes, now, Sister Tokumbo. Sister Tokumbo is the one that wrote that write-up for us yesterday for that we read regarding Farida. Yes, now. No, ẹ jẹ́ ká béèrè lọ́wọ́ ọmọọba o, because ọmọọba has been going telling us that you get retentive memory. Kudos. Which kind of retentive memory? Why are you kudosing me? My question is, how do you know that he has small willy willy, and why are you insisting and saying that he can't change? Do you know him more than we know him? Because me now, I'm just talking from as I see the matter and what he wrote. So I know it's in shame. You understand? Yeah. A lot of women have sampled Ninalowo Bola before, so they know this. Anyway, maybe na Eko Atijo Ninalowo ni, because the person they tackle Ninalowo, I don't know why. I don't know why. The person they tackle him, I don't know why. He has mutual friends. We had mutual friends in uni. He's really his thing. That is what I hear. Ninalowo ti jẹyà lọ́wọ́ àwọn èèyàn. This guy don't suffer. The hair for many people to come and be writing that God here. Baby Nino should also show his good on social media. Ìyá ti jẹ boy yìí o. Àwọn èèyàn burúkú ti jáde fún. You people should stop. Women should be prayerful and ignore and enjoy their home. Cause men will always be men. Yes, nevertheless, we are not encouraging men to always be men. But when I see any that goofs and is remorseful, and I mean sincerely remorseful, God sees my heart. I I will forgive. Because the one that are sincerely remorseful, me oni shame mo mess up, you understand? They may still do it, but at least hide it. I think they still have respect for their wife. It's not good. Don't get it wrong, go. Don't say, Yeye Kudi is saying that it is good. No. You will keep going. You will craze for the man. In fact, you will scatter ground. I'm not saying you should not do, but, you know, when begging becomes too much, people are begging you. Your man kabukuni. Wallahi. When they are begging you, a time will come, everybody will say, well, do your worst, Jare. And I sense it in this write-up. Go and read the write-up that he did. The one he wrote to us, the public. I sense it. Especially when he mentioned his children. He said at least now they understand his pains. And all he's done to keep the home. So I believe he did something wrong to her, and he has been begging, and he has been begging, and he has been begging. When a time comes, Ogwemadi, F it, man. Follow you, let him even have peace. I like his wife. Me, I even like the woman because she's beautiful. But what is the point of living your hobby only to end up dating divorced, single, father, users, liar that you will probably end up sharing with other women unless violence is yes. Because for her, I doubt if she's going to, I can't say. She may see a single man, or she may see a divorcee or a widower, but as they come out, yeah, there are all those divorcee and single men too. Many women too, they are there. So I'm not saying manage your relationship, but if you can still make it work out. The moment you are married to a handsome guy, celebrity, in the end is you are prone to see things like this. So the man needs to control himself, but you have to learn to forgive. You have to learn. Yeye begging for a slim dick is forget slim dick. Ṣebí slim dick yẹn wọ́n fi bí àlìyá. Slim dick yẹn náà wọ́n fi bí son wọn yẹn. Okay, if that is the reason she's leaving the guy, now go there. Cause see, reason kokota le ma fi ma bebe, but I know that her that can go 10 years and come back, I have a feeling they will reconcile again. But sometimes you will say you will go and come back. Another person, you will go and fall in love with somebody else. Leaving your marriage or your relationship, giving it space, is not good. It's not everybody that is lucky to go like that and come back and still meet it intact. Maybe that 10 years to feel long, you know. That's how he went to go and do with all the people that are not ready to allow them enjoy the phase 2 of the marriage. Now they have ended phase 2. They want to go. Maybe there will be phase 3, and that time it might never reoccur again. Nino is from a Muslim background. He can decide to marry more than one if he wants, but I think he wants to keep his home. I don't know why you people always say that because he's from a Muslim background, he can decide to marry. Muslim background, they do not preach that people should marry more than one. There's a clause to it. It is not a right. It is the people of the world today that turned it to that to dunuri, compulsory, or a right. There's nothing like that in the Quran. Please go and read the Quran. It doesn't preach that you can marry more than one because you so wish to. No. There has to be a good reason, and you must treat them equally. Who in the world can treat 2 women equally? There's nothing like that. The way the children of this, the people of this world twisted the Quran, there's nothing like that. It is them that twisted it. Quran doesn't preach that you can marry more. It is not there. There's a clause. Is your wife sick? Has she reached a stage where she can no more have sex? Maybe no more, like age. Is she dead? Is she in coma? There must be a reason. And exactly what you are doing to the second wife, you must be doing it for this first wife. It doesn't have to be the same thing, but equally, you must take care of them. And that is where there's a question mark. It has never been possible. Especially Nigerians. But Nigerian constitution permits that. So, yeah, because of there is Buhari them and all those Tafawa Balewa, all of them, they are one. Majority of those people, they're in Ile Hausa. Look at, do you know they don't treat women with respect. They don't treat women with respect. They don't. So that's not even the topic for today. But I'm so ashamed of it. Say when you reach my way, you must not go for head again. Okay. Agbos don't bring our own come. Make una hear wetin Agbos they tell you now. And sorrow me, Agbos don't preach or menopause. Somebody is sending me a message. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. You can never treat. No, how is that possible? How can you treat two women equally? It's hard. Kotie possible. Okay, so I will go to that part. Continue. But it'll close the bay. I'm going to go to that part now. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah, it's Ninalowo. They don't suffer the guy well. Anyway. A reality that is okay, a sad reality I now have to accept as I realize that my kids are much grown with better sense of understanding and knowledge of my pain and struggles regarding them. A sad reality that screams on your paruwo, screams that I won't leave. Are you people, are you sensing, are you feeling this man? I just pray for him. I just pray for him. His heart broken. Maybe a guilty. Or be around forever. A sad reality that screams that I won't leave. Or be around forever. I must take care of my health and mental state for the goodness of all. The guy is not happy. It sounds poetry. It sounds like that. You know, he wrote a book. So he's a very, very intelligent man. However, if you read it with an open heart, you will see that he's also concerned about his health. He doesn't want to run into depression. He must be depressed anyway, because if you go and see what he used in titling it, as in the picture, is broken-hearted. It's a heart with a broken heart. That's what he used. Do you know how a broken heart is? Heart shape with line in between. So obìnrin yẹn ló guilty. A sad reality that screams that I won't live or be around forever. I must take care of my health and mental state for the goodness of all. I was just going to say he might be a good writer, which was why his write-up was touching. Yes, he wrote a book. No, you see, writing a book doesn't mean that you are a good writer. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, he's a good writer, but that he's been what he wrote, it only goes to show that he can express himself to an extent that you will feel him. Doesn't mean he's pretending. No. Or that he's not actually experiencing what he's typing here. He's a good writer, and that's helpful enough to be able to express himself, because as I am reading it, I am feeling him. Yeah, I don't feel for him. Okay, men can give it but can't take it. But Sister Bimpe, I will still argue with you people. Why is it that you people are saying men can give it but can't take it? In this situation, do you know what caused the breakup? Okay. Okay, so now can I ask you people a question? If your husband commits adultery, like let's accept that it's his first time, the one he did and got him into mess. Maybe it wasn't one, so, but that one shot that got him into mess. If he's begging, you understand? Okay, would you still say that no, your marriage must break up? No, I want to talk to Sister Adebimpe and some people that are Sister Bimpe. I want to, is that question I want you people to answer me. So if your husband commits adultery, for a woman to walk away, it takes a lot of hurt, depression, and pain. No, I am asking a question. Do not generalize it. I am asking you personally. So if your husband commits adultery, if would you for that reason break up with him? Another question. So probably maybe the man is not, because fine man, maybe he's not taking care of her the way she expected or is supposed to have been. And if that is the case too, would you for that reason break up your marriage? I just want to know, because we know glaringly this guy is not a beater. I can say that if it's domestic violence anyway, atogbo. But I can put him into two things. Either he committed adultery or many times, or he is not meeting up to responsibility at home. So if your husband does that, would you for this reason, if he's begging, would you leave your husband? Sister Debimpe, okay, my court class said no. We take things differently. I won't judge anyone how they deal with issues. Okay? When some men, you don't talk for anybody, Sister Aguda. Talk for yourself. I want to know how people reason. Would you? No, ma, I will not assume. Okay. I will forgive for the children's sake. Okay. I moye adultery. I just want to see the people that I can't wait to hear the full version of the story. Okay. Because this, when some men speak about issues in their marriage, you feel like by the woman because they sabi talk. You are right. Okay. I'm just asking question. I think he's very responsible man. Okay. Yeah, please can take off this wig. It's covering your lovely shiny kongba eyes. Okay. On a program today, someone made mention of him being a wife beater. How true this is, I don't know. Okay. Okay. All right. But Ayomiku, can you answer the two things I mentioned? Would you for this reason leave your husband? Your husband is not meeting up to, maybe taking care of you in the house, or also, or committed adultery. I will forgive him. I will not leave him. Okay. Sister Debimpe, it's you that I'm waiting for. And Ogechi, I'm waiting for some of. As long as a man is not physically abusive, I can take anything. But communication is key. Okay, Yemisi is saying, I will forgive him more, but he go hear Ram. Okay. Fafa Sans, Yeah, the fringe suits you and your face perfectly. Thank you, Daddy Fafa. Fafa, answer that question because you don't abuse. You have abused Nini. Honestly, when you look at Nino's breakup, it's disheartening. It took responsibility of every fault when they first separated. He apologized, he worked hard to make sure his marriage well, but God knows better. He recently bought a house for his family here in Atlanta, Georgia. Thank you so much. Cheers, Kitchen. God bless you. Let me tell you people one thing. Okay, I wish them both well. He is matured a lot from where I knew him, but this guy showed women pepper back in the day. Bumi eyes don't see shege. Okay, the wife Abi is Bumi. Okay, her eyes saw back in the days. When you say back in the days, Princess B, do you mean you people in the university, or what do you mean back in the days? So he has always been handsome boy like this, showing people pepper. Eh? Princess B, can you just answer? Yeah, what about if the wife was the one having? I've said that before, but people, you know our people, uni, okay. Please, which university did you go, Princess B, my darling? Most Princess B, okay, Sister Bimpe said I won't leave. Most women don't leave for adulterers. Okay. So, but men act like the victim in a situation like this. No, men don't act like victim. Oh. I've never seen men acting like victim. Oh. The only time I have a problem is when a man is not remorseful. When a man is remorseful, yeah, I will give him another chance. Trust me. There are some past marital trauma that we can never heal from. The wife still holds past grudges and it's hard to forgo. She needs to heal, I think. Okay, thank you. The condition will be if it happen again, I will walk away without looking back. Okay, Ogechi. Okay, okay. Some and Mayaki said some men cheat but are not remorseful. When woman makes up her mind, then the man will start explaining. Okay. As for me, I will never break my marriage for anything except for domestic violence or emotional torturing. Okay. If you leave a place because it's raining, my people, it rains everywhere. Thank you. Okay. Okay, Harold Washington College. Okay, that's where he be tell Lord. So the guy has always been fine boy, no pimples since. That's why I don't like handsome boys. He pity problem. You talk about he find you. This is what happens. Do you understand? And with that, she saw all those things then, but she still went ahead to marry him. Abi? You see, when I've said it in my motivational talk at one point or the other, I said, people don't change, yo. People don't change. He may end up changing, yeah, but at his own time. When someone already has a label, even women too, there are some women like that, they can bench anything in trouser. Afisheni. They have a problem with benching. You get one person where we go the same university together. God bless her, she see one rich guy marry him. Guess what messed her up? Driver. We went to university. Driver knew Okonu. I don't know the guy's name more, but they just said na Port Harcourt. The guy takes care of her. The guy works with NMPPC. Abi kileman pe NMPC abi NMPC. Driver. She did not know that they've heard that she was sleeping with driver. The husband went to put CCTV in the house. They said the day the man was seeing how driver was benching his wife on Sunkumbi baby. He was crying like a baby. We went to the same university in Nio. We used to snap photo NFA joint in Nio. If you see this person, there's the same way it does women, it is in men. Anything is get. That's how the man left her. She's somewhere abroad now. No rich man in her life again. No rich husband again. Where am I going? The problem is, if a woman commits that kind of thing, even if she begs, the man may never forgive because he probably saw it. You understand? But women forgive. I've seen women that I've seen many, they forgive. I've seen women forgive. But some women don't forgive. Oh. You understand? Till kingdom come. They will narrate it every day. They will do anniversary for it. Any year the thing comes. And the man will move on and marry somebody else. But where I'm coming from in this matter is this. If you've known that your husband is a bensha, be a bad boy, then the driver must have jazzed her up. It's a lie. There's nothing like jazz. The girl, she's like that. She will look at you. She will know if you have willy that is big. It's a lie. Nobody jazzed her anything. It's bench. Anything that makes a woman go and be benching some kind of people, go and find that is willy that they are following. Some people, they just marry a man for rich or his handsome or anything. In their mind, they want to have big willy. They want to shop big willy. The driver must have big willy. No, it's not just anything. It's benching spree. The girl likes benching. Even when we were in school that time, she always dates all these cult people. The ones that their leg has bow leg. I still have PTSD for that thing that that sorrow tí ó kàn mí ní school tí ó wà ní court wà nípa on bọ̀ wá hit gbogbo wa. Which did she remarry? It's a lie. I know her very well. She didn't remarry anybody. Now you give her husband. Don't you know that story is following her up and down? No, which remarry? Bagbe jare. No, Kakodu Bensi, I know that one another story. I know that story. That one you're talking about, that one is different story. The one I'm talking about is they are from Port Harcourt, Akaibom, all those Calabar girls, ni. But you know, we all went to Ekpoma together. The Kakodu one, another one. I know that story. I know that story. Wait. No, that one Aisha and girl, that one Akako, that one different. I know that one story now. That one rain where this one where they tell you na Calabar girl. But we all of us been going Poma together. That's so the husband puts technology inside house. So they cash and they said, man, they cry like this. If they cry like Peking. Hey. I can never be carry say, madam, it's okay. They give madam some acrobatic for top bed where or guard they sleep. Women too, they do. If you see, you know, enter bush where you not see story. Enter bush, you go here, say women too, we get our own. So back to us. Since the lady knew that this guy is like this, then many people don't change. Men and women, we don't change. We can only, as time goes on, some of us go just retire. You know, you understand? You go just retire. This benching issue, many people don't change when it comes to benching. If somebody has benching problem psychologically, the person hardly changes. Go and find out about this benching something. The person hardly changes. Now, in the end, may God reward me. He said, may God reward her and reward me. May God help me and reward me with all I truly deserve, or punish him for all he has done wrong, if that be the case. Not everybody can talk like this. Your Oga must have physically and emotionally stabbed Madam, but driver was vibrantly happy. No, Fafa, true. That girl, when we did school that time, you know all these girls that the moment, even their friend's boyfriend, when they see that the person is willy, anywhere where willy, they long, where they look, she they go there, they sleep with her. She get problem with willy matter. No, her own problem, she's, I'm sincere. She has problem with willy. If you have that kind of problem, just go and check into the hospital, because no matter how good God is to you, now willy could destroy the place. You know, those kind of people, they are not after money. They are after willy. It's a curse. That's what ruined her marriage. Now, and if you see the guy that God gave her, rich guy. Rich. That's so. It's a problem. Some men are like that. Some women are like that. That willy is the problem. Okay, mental state for the goodness of all. May God help me and reward. Okay, say, in the end, we shall all live with the consequences of our actions. Sad, but real and true. Go and check the undertone of this thing. There's more to the story. Nobody can explain it to me. I'm not saying Ninalowo has been good in the marriage, but there's something not right. The way he wrote. There must be something this lady also, the wife, did. Maybe they don't beg and tire, and she has chosen to move on. Maybe she now has a boyfriend. Ninalowo is aware. You know, maybe they have just been cohabiting, and she's just chosen to move on. You know, this one we are saying fine boy, Onwuti return now. She don't see him when before he became macho, charismatic to this extent. So she don't see him finish. So she know they appreciate him. You don't see her when mouth they smell for money. You don't see her for toilet. You don't see her where they poo. So all those appreciation, you know, say because we never see her where he poo, where he mouth get la. Maybe now on bed now they snore. You don't see her ugly. You understand? You don't see her anytime. So maybe we now, you know, it's only when he looks cute, he comes out. So we as outsider, we not see her, you know, maybe you don't appreciate her again. You don't jilt her. You know? Don't jilt her. Ti jilt Ninalowo ń sunkún lórí Instagram. You know, as they do like this, maybe for us, they deflate, he not get, and you know, like some of you say you don't see him, maybe he's not saying thing, not carry weight, he don't see everything. Later, when me now, they pay handsome, you know, they see the handsome again. Somebody say, yeah, but let me do my job in peace. I like. Thing where they make person cry. Now me I just they talk like this. I said it that the woman has gotten a man. You don't see her finish. Maybe you don't see somebody else. Ninalowo is heartbroken. He is writing like somebody that they cheated. What? This write up not be normal write up now. This write up not be normal write up. The way they write like person when you know when a woman is cheated by a man, go and see them when they are narrating the story. You'll be crying with them. How can a man be writing like this? He wrote as if he's a woman. He's in pains. Psychologically, there's more to it. Oh, deep with his. I'm telling you. Go and read it. Go and read it. Go and have a free mind. Forget Ninalowo is an adulterer. Just go and say, God, I want a free mind. Let me read this thing and understand it. The undertone of this write-up is deep. Ninalowo has been cheated. Ojiti boy. This girl do amo. Now I have to do and be better for the sake of the same children I fought so hard never to be separated from. So he's been trying all his best to keep that home. He's now saying, now I have to do and be better. Maybe also, maybe she's saying that he's not providing enough. So he's saying that he needs to go and search for greener pasture. He needs to go and do better. Now I have to do and be better. For the sake of same children, I fought so hard never to be separated from. He has been served. Serve breakfast funny. She's always cheating on she's always cheating on Bolanle. Really, that is serious. How do you know? Who is this person? What deal? Let me go and look for this person. Fumi. I'm looking for somebody that typed one thing. She's always cheating on Bolanle. I'm coming up, my people, because I don't know say person don't type and I not even call me. Me marry anymore. How can you type and go? I can't find the person. No. Please, Fumi, can you elaborate to us? How do you know? Me. Eh? How do you know? How do you know? Fumi. Is he a fake ID? I hope it's not one of Ninalowo's girlfriend that you are, because that gown that you wore, are you sure that you are not a disguised side chick? Then you want to come and, rubbish first wife. Easy. We don't come and be rubbishing first wife here. You know that we don't take that on this platform. We don't scatter home. Why do you say so? Why? What made you say so? Is it you're just thinking out of the box? But you can't write always. If you are thinking out of the box, you are supposed to say probably. Could it be that she's cheating on Ninalowo? How can you write with your full chest? She's always cheating on. Don't write that, because she may be online now. She's watching us. And that will also hurt her more. But anyway, maybe we have to beg her. Because glaringly, I can see that she's the one that served Ninalowo. I'm sure of it, pa. Yeye is the gown for me. Yes, the gown now. Can't you see our only gown? According to his write-up, the wall has been tracked long time. Has been cracked. I think it's a typo error there. They are just patching it. I think, don't be surprised the lady in question see green pasture, I think. Okay. Some people don't know how to write. Okay, Alima. It's true. They don't write. I mean, exactly. We don't know. Maybe she just write in home. Okay, they drop with here, because the person never respond to us. Now I have to do. Don't accept the touching story. Okay, Prince Olajide says, don't accept the touching story Ninalowo wrote. I strongly believe that his story meant to protect and prove him. Let the wife come out to say her side. The wall may fall. I understand, Prince Olajide. I understand, you are right, But we are not even blaming the wife. We are only saying that, could it be that she's just finding it hard to forgive the husband? Why didn't she just forgive now? Even if he's bad, as long as he's remorseful. So what he's saying, I have a lot of pity for him. You understand, Prince? I have a lot of pity for him, because I just feel, yeah, we don't want that marriage. We like them together. I actually like them together because they look good together. Yeah, please don't say she was the one that saved Ninalowo if you have not seen evidence before they ask you to withdraw your statement. Yeah, you people, you just come and be writing. Let them tell me to withdraw that one. It should be, you know, on the mind. You people are used to it now. Aren't you people used to it? Withdraw, retract. Ṣebí wá kàn ní knock. Oh yeah, withdraw the statement. Màdé sọ pé I withdraw the statement. Ẹ má bínú. I didn't know that you didn't serve her breakfast. Are you not used to that? This one you are using. We are serious. You have started. Ẹ tún ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ pẹ̀lú knock yín. Oh, okay. You people are not pitying. You are not feeling this guy. You èmi wà worried fún Ninalowo ni o. From the bottom of my heart. So you people are not feeling this guy, yo. I'm worried for him, oh. Because it seemed like he's so sad. Oh, I'm worried for the journey thus far only makes me stronger as I come to terms that what I truly need and deserve for all my relentless hard work and efforts in life. Heartbroken but not shattered, yet I stand tall as I break this sad but true news to the same world who adores my beautiful family and I. My wife and I have decided to go our separate ways and headed for an irreconcilable marriage dissolution. Please respect our privacy and pray for us during this process as we heal and move on with our independent lives while jointly taking care of what we love most, our children. God bless all. Ibẹ̀ yẹn touch me o. That part touch me o. The part to touch me jù nìyẹn o. People that know him, Sister Bisola Chita, all of you that went to Harvard University lelo àbí Harvard University, ẹ check on him more. Stop all the ones that are saying is skinny con, ẹ gbàgbé o. Please check on him and be sure that I'm worried for him as well, because you can tell that he always been family. No, he loves his children. I know the wife is not the overly she's fashionable, everything, but she's not the attention. But he loves attention. He's a social media person. Celebrities differ. He is a social media. He loves the attention and he's getting the attention, and he has the look to complement the attention. The wife also has that look, but she's not the social media person. In fact, the people that like her is through her husband, because of her husband. So definitely, sorry to say, if they end up not reconciling, I mean, they go their separate ways, that will be taken off her. That's love, because it's Ninalowo that people really love. However, does not mean that Ninalowo has any right in any way to do anything that will probably is affecting her psychologically. I don't know the situation they are both in. It's because we are able to hear from Ninalowo. That's why someone like me, I can talk on it. You understand? But she's not talking because she's not a social media person. Do you get it? But I believe Ninalowo wants people to know that he's depressed, he's shattered, he's heartbroken. That's why he wrote this out. I believe he really wants people to know that he's really, really depressed, or he's shattered. But for she'll be managing the situation with her children. But you can tell that it's the woman that is not having it anymore. Òun ló serve bobo yẹn ní breakfast. I'm so sure. Let the story come out. She's the one that served the guy breakfast. I'm not going further here. And I know Ninalowo in English, where still they speak Fune, he go change down to Nigeria English straight up. She man sọ fún I no right share. He told us of she should confuse. They don't serve her. But from their lovey-dovey videos, you can tell that it was Nino that loved up on her more. Yeah, Ninalowo is one of those men that can display love. For a marriage to last, it's always better for a man to love you more. It's always better for a man to love you more. That's the only way marriage can last. How? It's the women that maintain it. But if the woman opts out of that marriage, the man will be chattered like he is now. So I agree with you. Because some men don't display it, but they love, they are the one more in love with their husband, with their wives. But it's always better for the men to love more. I always ratio is 60-40. 60-40. Better for you. Or 50, no. Or 55, am I correct? 45. Better for you. That is the only way your marriage can last. There's reluctance in this split up because it is the woman that is opting out, not the man. So definitely, if they can do something soon, because if they're not doing something soon, after a while, there's every possibility he can meet somebody else and he will move on. But it's always better for a home to last. Let your man love you more. As in, marry a man that loves you more. 70-30 is not cute. No, 70-30 is overboard. No. That's not love. That's nonsense. That means that you went to marry a man you don't have feelings for. You can't reciprocate the feeling. No, that's not good. You two have to, you as a woman have to love the man. That is what will make you forgive him when he hurts you. Because he will hurt you. If it's 30-40, if it's hurting, you won't feel it. The feeling you have, love makes you to forgive. If it's 30-70, that's rubbish. I don't think he is chattered. He wasn't expecting it, so yeah, he is hurt. Oh, but he said he's chattered. When a marriage is over and there's no love anymore, it is difficult to keep it together. No, there's still love on the part of the woman, on the part of the man. He still has love within. You can tell from his write-up. It is the woman, I'm having a feeling, she cuts the whole story short. We did not do the same university. No, not you. The person that went to the same university with him came here. You know, there's a lady, Princess. She said it here that they went to the same university. She's the one I'm referring to. So we are just family friends. Our parents are friends and we are from the same hometown. No, not you. It is the woman. A lady came here and said that what Fumi went through, she went through a lot. That Ninalowo really showed her. And obviously it goes to show that it must have been a Casanova. Hey, Casanova. Hey. That's why hey man, I'm not laughing at him. Let him not say, these people, they are not good. To be heartbroken is not good. If man serve you breakfast, go and imagine. Don't you know that what he's going through now is what some women go through when their husband will just pack out of the house and go and marry somebody else? Or just jilt them. People don't know. A man will commit adultery and he will not be remorseful. And you are talking and you'll be saying, if you are not, go out, pack out. Don't you know? I always say it, when a man is remorseful, you are lucky. He still loves you. Because when he's not remorseful, you know, it's painful for you to have to walk out of such things. If a man is not begging you and, you know, remorseful about what he's done to hurt you, that's double wahala for dead body. That's rubbishing you. In Africa, it's hard to see a Nigerian man that owns up to their misconduct. Exactly. Very important to take note. I like when people own up. If someone owns up to what he's done, a man, forget it. That man is humble. I'm telling you. Because, in fact, if he go and sit with his family or some friends, they will be telling him, where did you read one place? They said, men are saying that, you know, when you want to wed, and you both will kneel down to give you engagement ring. They said, I think it was a pastor that was even preaching. The moment you kneel down, you have sold your kingship. Abikini kan where they said they bring from heaven. Mi ò gbọ́rú ẹ̀ rí. Just to, you know, that ring that you put and say, will you marry me? They say it's wrong. In the altar, they say it's wrong. About to wear, you understand, to put the ring, they say it's wrong. A man must stand, now woman must kneel down to collect ring. Nonsense. Nonsense. Our culture. In Africa, it's hard to see a Nigerian man that owns up to their misconduct, but in Nino's case, he owned up and apologized. And don't let us forget that some women don't forgive easy, especially when it comes cheating in. Yeah, correct. That's why we should kudos likes of Clinton's wife. What's her name? Hilton. Abi Hillary Denny. Hillary ni Hillary abi Hilton. Hillary. We should kudos them because those are the people that talk about forgiveness. You know, she was meant to just walk away. This one not be say then say Monica Lewinsky abi Monica Kilonje Omu Oko baba ni. Clinton ó jáku gbogbo ẹ̀ nínú office. Ó mú báyìí. I wasn't there, but they said it to us. No more burúkú yẹn. What year I sting here lọ sí banish ẹ lọ sí Australia. Ó mú ni ẹni hey. Ó ní bó ṣe pa Clinton ṣe yé nínú office president of the world. Mi gbọ́rú ẹ̀rí. Okay, is there anything worse than that? A whole president of the world tó lọ tí wọ́n lọ ń ṣe múkómúkó fún ní Lewinsky Monica ọmọ játijàti ọmọ burúkú amúkó jẹ́ kí ìyàwó fìyàn sílẹ̀. Ọ̀rọ̀ burúkú pẹ̀lẹ́rin. You people are laughing ni. It's a serious matter. It's our case study for married women now. Anytime you want to talk about adultery, I always bring out the case in it. Monica Lewinsky money. That's the head of side chick in the whole world now. Ó mú kó bàbá gbogbo ilé ayé ló gbọ́, the whole world heard about it. Bàbá don't speak in tongues nínú Aso Rock àbí kíni White House, Washington. You didn't hear about it? Monica Lewinsky báyé jẹ́. Àwọn side chick tẹ́ ń rí a ní ọwọ́ ànábì kan ni wọ́n ti rí ọwọ́ Monica ni ọmọ burúkú yẹn. Nǹkan ti lọ, nǹkan ti ṣẹlẹ̀, something don happen. Now for there, side chickens, side kukurukus no say yes, something dey happen. If they can do that. She didn't divorce him ìpadàbọ̀ MJ she didn't aláì obìnrin ò divorce òun ní gbogbo àwa ìyàwó lè fi ṣe case study pé after they woman ọ̀rọ̀ Monica's case ló kọ̀ sí ẹ̀. Assuming Hillary had divorced that man, you know, they sincerely, they are both good for each other. Even where Hillary got to in America, do you know that thing she did made people to respect her the more? Do you know? If not that Hillary had some political issues, she would have become a president. If not that they get some bad belly for her small, and especially because she's a woman, question mark too. That thing made people respect her. Do you know the whole world heard Muko Clinton? Every time everybody see Clinton, we would just be imagining Monica ọmọ burúkú ó dẹ̀ mú bàbá. After it, Baba had heart transplant mi ò mọ̀ bóyá nǹkan tó fà nìyẹn o. Ẹ má lọ fi yẹn kún tẹ́ bá ń ṣe exam ẹ má fail o. Hillary, they say, never slept with Clinton ever again. It's true. That's what they said, though. And she never forgave, held him accountable, and ensured made her his equal political. Nigeria should step up with their game and hook the man like a white. Faransa is so baddest babe. Some bad comments. Some bad, yes, people love her more like that thing. Baddest, retract. Major say retract. Okay, I go retract. This another name for that thing. Okay, now Willy ni. Monica. Oh, Baye Je Monica. History will never forget her. Titi lie. If baba dàgbà tí baba bá lọ síbi tágbà lọ orúkọ Monica Lewinsky tún máa jẹyọ. Ìjẹ́ rántí the president that wọ́n mú kó baba. Who baba nínú office? They got caught because she confided in. Yeah, it's true. She confided in a friend. It's true. It's true. And everybody hated. Do you know how people looked at Monica? You won't believe it, oh. She's if they ask in that time that year, she's the most hated side chick. Imagine a whole president of the world. Koloma Muko Baba in office. Oh, bad though. It's so bad. It's so bad. Yeah. Too fun. Thank you, my darling. We have to laugh, Jare. So please, that's what we have seen about Nino. The second one is that one. We'll talk about it tomorrow. We leave it. We'll talk about it tomorrow. By the grace of God, let me go and sleep. Let issue. I still like that president. Clinton. Don't you know after that thing, Clinton had heart transplant now. You know how many hearts they have done for Baba? After to Moko, Team Monica Mu Kini Baba, since that day till now, Baba gets health issue. Baba ni woke. You Clinton Bogonule. Clinton, Hillary, show Baba yen. Darugbo ni straight. Baba white hair straight. Baba. You know, Clinton is very cute. The man is very elegant. He's also charismatic, very handsome man. No? The moment Monica do that into Baba like this, white hair just grow. Baba white hair, Baba enter depression straight. Hillary, Obiriye, go. I learned a lot from her. I carry some lesson from her. I said, look, this woman, I'm going to learn some things from her. To handle a man, you need to be smart. Clinton a fine man now. Clinton a fine man. Clinton a fine man. A fine man. A fine man. Well, good night, everybody. We pray for Ninalowo, but he's worried. If those of you that know him, please reach out to him. I know it's not possible, but at least watch out for him. Nigbola Buru. I pray God settles him. But we are waiting. Hopefully we'll hear something soon about what caused the breakup. But I doubt we will hear anything truthfully. Reason is that Ninalowo is not the... he shows his family everything, but it's not the type that would... Except maybe a girl or ladies are involved in the matter. You understand? Then to get to gist lover and co. But if it's not about something, a lady, a girl or something, we might never hear what it is. The wife is not also a loud person. So just like basketball, we don't know what really happened. Guess what? Last year, everybody packed inside. None. So it's probably going to be like that. In due course, it will die off and we deal with it. Anyway, let me not come to say that tema long fair Ninalowo. If people should just leave him to rest, maybe they can still come back. If he comes for you, tell him no. He should go and reconcile his home. You people should just rest too. Hopefully it's not about you people, we shall see. Good night, everybody, okay? See you tomorrow by the grace of God. Asunjio, kashifono. Asunjio, kashifono. Good night, everybody, okay? Let me greet. Agbox, Agbaje, Medina. Agbox, good night, darling. Eunice, good night, my love. There will be business time tomorrow by the grace of God. Good night, everybody. Fafa Sans. Fafa really gave us today some nice vibes. Funka Rololo not give us vibes today at all. She just dropped 3 lines wrong commot. Sister Lola, Yeni, good night, Yeye Kudi Kotun. Good night, darling. Kotun na house arrest I did for 1 hour. Bra Mark just released me. What did you do? You must have done something bad, Sister Lola. What did you do? I hope they hear. Hopefully, all those Monica Lewinsky, ẹ fi bọ̀bọ́ ilẹ̀ for some time. Kó tiẹ̀ kó kọ́lọ́n bá wa tó ilé ẹ̀ padà. Ẹ ṣáà fi wọ́n lẹ̀. So yeah, you people now, I know some of you go just dey get ready now to go and snatch, to go and marry. Since he said don't announce. Anyway, we dey here. Good night, Antonia baby chatter. Jumiara, good night, darling. 6. Agbosbo, good night. ADPC, Cut Clark 1. Good night, darling. Good night, everybody. I love you all. Chinyere Gabriel. Kachifonu, my darling sister. Ogusonu Oluwakemi Fashe. Good night, darling one. Good night, my family. Good night, all 3 liner. I feel 3 liner. Falasha, the hell you, darling sis. Idowu, good night, darling sis. Good night, Idowu Agbebi. Good night, I love you. Ajuma Adeyemi, good night. Bukola Adeyemo, good night. I love you all. Bye. Oda Mimi Ade, good night.